everybody. So yeah, I arrived here from Philly a few days ago. It sort of felt like everything was burning down there, and I brought all my notebooks and everything here, and I was gonna like come up with a pile of things to read, but then I decided to just read poems from my time with Jackie in Glasgow. This is a Word document. I'm gonna scroll through it and read some stuff. I feel like a lot of people are going through a really intense time right now. Okay, this one's called Breakfast Notions. December 30th, 2013.
Are you comfortable? Yeah, no, I don't want to block you.
Why? Okay, maybe I should just...
No, I can... Yeah, let me...
Okay. In my dreams, the people around me are friendly and freaked out by my bunny. It is 9:14 a.m., December 30th. The year is grinding down. This year, the crazy life decisions all turned out to be bad life decisions, except for the one that brought me here to you, my lips puckered, looking like a turnip. I've been slacking as a poet. Nothing I've sowed, nothing will be reaped. I sang a medley of Chinese and English pop songs in the car as you drove for 2 hours. I know the lyrics by heart, but the emotions still surprise me when I feel them in real life. They are always singing about love. Have I ever been in love? 3. I was a leaf with no money, and you were a tree, so naturally I wanted to grow on you. You didn't like the way I grew in 3 directions at once, so I fell, and as I fell, I bit my lip, thinking, is this what falling in love feels like? I thudded, except to you it looked a lot more graceful, and the tree didn't even look because it was so tall. Then it rained, and the rain felt like sex. 5. Someone somewhere is karaokeing about how you're feeling right now. I'm learning how to work next to the machine. Here in the United States of America, I'm growing up in 3 directions at once, surrounded by feathers. My time once managed is shaped like a horse. We only see one face of the moon because of how it rotates unguently, but she sees all of our faces and thinks, you will never know me like I know you. I keep time to the beat, uptown and downtown, I can waltz with no legs. She tries to time her madness, but regulation is the death of it. When the poem comes, she runs home from the field as fast as she can, otherwise it dies forever. 6. Here comes Debbie, all dressed in blue that she has shoplifted, not sure what to do, so she parties. 2. Hug me in my room. 4. Settle me. Life. I keep waiting to figure it all out. I'm not going to figure it all out. I keep waiting for someone to fix it. Someone will not be able to fix all of it. I keep waiting for inspiration to arrive. Inspiration will not arrive. The only one who feeds the soul is the unfairly judged, useless in this today. We are itching in this outside withal. I don't believe that the good are blessed, or that indefinite solitary confinement is ever deserved. If we abolished the prisons and abolished borders, the world would get so messy so fast. It's hard to imagine everyone debarking, saying hello. Would they still be trying to make an honest dollar? Would they destructure the need for money? Would they extend food towards the empty stomach upon waking? I got lost and allergic on the way to see God. Power shivers me when my lover embraces me. I feel the excluded pounding at the gates. I can't see their labor. Nobody has qualities, but I will harbor ejected ones. In my body, I will compost dejected and ejected personality qualities. Neediness, stupidity, lostness, blindness, ignorance, unproductivity, false love, selfish love. My body is fertile from rot. Red blotches blossom on its surface, and living hurts. I care that it does this for you and will not end. I must stay alive to know our common suffering. To be common with you and your suffering is not a shameful thing. I stole a sweater. I erected a hardness in my body against marijuana and against being elevated by seduction of your cultural capital. I don't want to be part of you. My body is cold. You look at me suspiciously. I stand my ground. I name my home, for I have been living all along in a home. I name it bad judgment. And I try to love my judgment, and I try to repair my judgment, but I find inside it the spreading malignant ambivalence tumor. I try to see truth standing at the edge of the lake. Around it, botched merry-go-round ruins it. I kiss my vessel. I try to love it vulnerably, merry-go-round. I can't see an artistic project outside myself, my life, so I trust to the sanity of this spot, even as it's rocked by white astrologers, even as it is blind in its suffering and narrow. I follow the writhing of its unsuccessful detachment from evil with care and fascination. I want to be alive to know your history. I want to be alive to unlearn my theories. Illness is a list that never ends, and I have to edit the map of my body as it stretches and reaches to not have to be so small and so weak. My real death is my shy and loving hair movement out of my face, out of my eyes. My real death is the beauty that won't let me seduce, 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 seduce. I want to bring community into being, a community of witches. We remove chairs from a stack of chairs and sit in them, and we read each other. We read each other's faces. We read each other's palms. We read each other's birth charts, and we read each other's cards. We heal each other through interruptible, intuitive flashes. We read each other and teach each other how to read, and the world becomes clearer and clearer to us in a secret and powerful way, more powerful than the corrupted knowledges of academia, approved by men nodding at their desks. No knowledge is uncorrupted. My knowledge reaches towards echoes and illness and ghosts and laments that her occult PDFs are all by white men and women. I am going to liberate astrological knowledge. I am going to liberate witch community. And now everything itches, and this high pitch I'm hearing reminds me I am young.
It's happening.
A flyer for an anti-capitalist weekly witch gathering. I am hungry enough to eat something, but I do not want to eat something. Can a witch keep her Chinese part alive as a vestigial limb, weird curved staff of crazy longing? And will I let white people in again? And how can I let white people in again? Can I let them in as teachers? Can I let them in as lovers? Can I let them in as helpers, co-workers, bosses, brothers, sisters, neighbors, passing you on the street, asking for directions, asking for friendship, to stay at their house, texting them to hang out, wondering why they haven't texted back, and worrying what they're thinking and feeling, and our realities clash, and I'm corrupted, it's raining. Can I let you in? Can I erect a special room where you can come in without your whiteness hurting me? Is our suffering common enough for this? Must I move to heal? I sit here quiet and ethnic with my allergic reaction, thinking getting over it was never my option, only flinging it out into the world to try to know what to care about. I am lonely and these screens make it worse. I need money to survive. If I weren't a poet, these wheels would just be wheels. Though I am a poet, these wheels still are. Are they yet the common wheel? Will we rise up as a common allergic reaction? Or is fatigue our fated side effect? When you aren't worried, the world is no longer still, and my umbrella no longer, and my mother's watch no longer, and her bracelet no longer. I lost the things that were emblems of love, but still she loves me, and Jackie says I have to accept that, so I uneasily do as I uneasily have. I let in what shouldn't hurt me, but my mild autoimmune disease attacks it anyway, so metaphors are in order on this leaky boat ferrying me to hopeful health.